Hi guys, I'm Jesse at Strobepro.com, and today I'm going to be showing you the Strobepro 43 and the 36-inch Brawley Box. These are based on an umbrella. They're not quite a softbox, but they're somewhere in between. Let me show you what they're all about. So every Brawley Box is going to come in this nice travel case, which is great because sometimes the fabric wants to get dirty, so you can throw it in there when you're traveling. And then inside of there, there's also another plastic sleeve. So the great thing about a Brawley Box is that it sets up just like an umbrella. But unlike an umbrella, which kind of spills light everywhere, you get an extra layer of diffusion on it, which acts more like a softbox. But you're still maintaining the size and the speed of setup that you are with an umbrella. So to set that up, basically all you're going to do is open it up, and you've got a hole in the end here, which is where your strobe and reflector is going to go in. And then just like an umbrella, all you do is you just push until it clicks in, and there you have it. Your umbrella is set up. We're going to mount it to the strobe now. Okay, so we're ready to mount this to a strobe, and every strobe is different, but the concept is the same. So in your reflector, and these are often sold separately, you're going to have an umbrella punch out. Sometimes when they're new, this is actually covered by a piece of metal. You're just going to punch that out so that you can put the umbrella shaft through there. And I'm just trying to line up this hole to the umbrella socket on the strobe. So I know I'm roughly about right there on this strobe. And I'm just going to align that until it drops in. There we go. Give it a click, and now that hole is lined up. So I can take my Brawley Box then and just pop that back open. And this is the 36 that I'm using now. And one thing you're going to see is the hole right here. So it's kind of hard to access that. So there's a zipper over here, and that allows you to reach in. And what we can do then is take the umbrella shaft, put it through the reflector hole, and then line it up over here. And we're just going to slide that in. And I'm just going to rotate the umbrella, just so I can move this so you can see it a bit better. Because right now it's off axis, I'm going to roll it over till they line up. And I'm just going to make sure that that's opened, and there's a little slide clip on it. Once it's over the reflector, I can kind of reach in, grab the umbrella, and just slide it to where I want it. Then I'm going to take the slide lock and just tighten that around the reflector. So that's allowing no light to escape from the hole there, and then you can just zip this up and you're ready to go to light up your scene. I just wanted to mention a safety precaution to take, and that is because when this is around the reflector, your modeling lamp and your flash tube are inside and it generates heat in there. So it's a good idea if you've been running for a while just to open the zipper. You can vent out some of that heat. Now it's not as much of an issue on Strobepro strobes or Godox strobes because they are vented out the back, most of them. But you might have an older light that's generating a lot of heat. If you've got like a 250 watt modeling lamp, then it generates a lot of heat. So these are all fire resistant materials on here. But nothing is fireproof, so you just want to make sure that you're not leaving a modeling lamp unattended. Just turn it off when you're not in use. So if you're not mounting this on a strobe, another great alternative is to use your speedlights with that. So it could be like an X60 speedlight or a V1 or even an 8200. But for that, you're going to want to pick up the bracket. So you can get the S1 bracket, which is the original, or the S2, which allows you to put the round head in there. And it mounts very similar, but the main thing is you have this larger ring on the outside, and it's still going to fit a reflector. You can use this without a reflector as well. I'll just show you that. But one of the things that you want to make sure when you're using it without a reflector is that the material is not touching the flash tube. So I'm going to grab the 43 here, and we'll just pop this one open as well. So again, find the opening, and it's just like an umbrella because it is an umbrella. That's going to pop open like that, and then over here we have our umbrella receiver, so we're just going to slide that through. And again, if I bring this over, all we're doing is rotating this until it lines up with here, and I'm going to loosen the cinch here, open the zipper, and basically just fit that around. And then once it's around, you can cinch that up. And if you have a different strobe and it doesn't fit exactly against that, it's not a big deal. And then we're just going to zip that open there, and you're ready to mount your strobe in there. So you can see how this is really easy to use with either a speed light or a strobe. They're super quick to set up, and you're getting a really nice diffused light, almost like a softbox, not quite as directional, I would say, but definitely more controlled than a standard umbrella that's just gonna bounce that beam of light out. You're gonna have more direction, and it's definitely gonna be a softer, more diffused light. To put the Brawley Box away, it's really simple. If you've ever set up an umbrella, you know exactly how to do that. It has a conventional clip, and it's a little bit hard to see in there, but basically it's just got a clip on the rod here, and I just wanna there's a little bit of play there. So basically I'm just pushing forward, pushing the release down, and then releasing it. I just don't want to push it down and then it snaps and catches your finger or something in there. So really it's probably the easiest modifier to put away. And then basically all you're going to do, just bunch it together here, and you can give it a little twist. And then the material is just going to stay on the top, which you can bunch up there. Go back to your case here. Now you can keep it in this clear sleeve. It's probably more a nuisance than it really needs to be, because you're not going to be able to fit the fabric in there easily. So I always just take mine, put it back in the main bag here. It's just a lot easier to fit in. Stuff it in there, and then you can close it up like that, and you're ready to go. So we have two different sizes of the Strobepro Brawley Box. We have the 43-inch over here, and we've got the 36-inch over here. Functionality and all the features are the exact same. It's just a size difference. So the 36 is obviously going to pack down a little bit smaller for you, just making it a little bit easier to travel with. And the 43 is going to give you that little bit of extra coverage that you might want for larger scenes. Either way that you go, they're both going to be fantastic. It's a very affordable way to get a little bit more control and softer diffused light in your next shoot. So check out all these options at Strobepro.com, and until next time, I'm Jesse.